Let's also get us some updates, in fact, as there are developments which are happening there in the USA. The meeting between the two leaders comes amid the heightened tensions around Trump's trade tariffs on several countries, his controversial Gaza peace plan, and his ongoing mass deportation of the illegal immigrants. These issues are likely to feature prominently in their discussion as both the leaders seek to strengthen the bilateral ties. All right, UK Group Captain UK Devnath is there with me live on the broadcast as well. Sir, at this point of time, the latest what we are picking up also is on at large that how greatly Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been welcomed, and these are the arrangements. Seems like the excitement on both the side is more or so equal, because as much as the Indian diaspora there is excited, there are extensive arrangements looking forward to this key crucial bilateral meeting. Even though in fact Donald Trump has this great make America great again, India also is very clear with the approach of keeping India as the first priority, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047.
Oh yes, Simran. Greatest development during next 2 days will be closer ties between USA and India. When compared to ties between USA and other Western allies, uh, NATO countries, European countries, and some other countries like Australia, Japan have traditionally been very close to USA since the Second World War. Now, USA is trying its best to woo India. Literally, they will go out of their way to ensure that India remains on the side of Western Hemisphere. India remains on side of USA. During Ukraine and Russian war, USA had put some pressure on India to give some kind of a anti-Russian statement, but India refrained from doing so. This annoyed US State Department to some extent. But our External Affairs Ministry, S. Jaishankar, they were able to contain the damages. Now, during Gaza and Hamas Israel skirmish, also, same thing is happening. Um, Probably America expects India to give out some kind of a anti Palestinian statements. Statements, USA would like some sound bites from India which are not very favorable to Hamas. But government of India has till now tried to avoid giving any anti-Hamas statement. This also is an area which is sensitive. Behind the scene, हिंदी में बोलते हैं पर्दे के पीछे, this will be discussed definitely. USA wants India to persuade Palestinian forces, Hamas, etc., so that they soften up their stance against Israel. One very, very sensitive issue will be transfer of technology on this jet engine. India now wants, I was a fighter pilot in Indian Air Force, served for 34 years. Indian Air Force is woefully short of fighter aircraft. We need to have 42 fighter squadrons to contain a two-war scenario between Pakistan and China against us. But we are down to less than 30 fighter squadrons. India quickly needs these transfer of technology of F414 engine, so that 83 Tejas Mark 1A aircraft can be quickly manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautical Limited and handed over to Air Force in next few years. A very, very difficult area HAL is passing through. We have seen Chief of Air Staff giving not so happy statements about HAL. Air Force is worried. In fact, Ministry of Defense is also worried about our equipment state. As far as this drone MQ-9 is concerned, the contract is in final stages, and whether USA will give us the latest version of this drone, that is the hunter killer version of this drone, is yet to be seen. what US has agreed is they will give us an MQ-9 which will have reconnaissance capabilities. That means it will be able to take photos, it will be able to take videos of enemy's targets, and probably to some extent it will be able to record their radar signatures. But India will sooner or later need hunter killer version of MQ-9 which can fire laser guided rockets, missiles, and bombs on enemy targets. So Modi ji will have to put his best foot forward. His equation with Donald Trump is a very healthy one, but it must be understood that Modi ji at no stage will compromise our relations with Russia. Putin remains a very strong friend of India. Donald Trump will try his best to
Group
wean
Captain
away
UK Devnath,
India
all
from
right.
Russia.
In fact, thank you very much for putting this in perspective and in high detail.